The end of demonstrations, because it seems like things are really going on behind you even still.
You guys are just spreading propaganda. That's what you guys do. You say everyone here is violent. No, it's the cops. Tell the truth about Justin Trudeau. Who's his daddy, huh?
Seen in Canada a whole lot. I know the MAGA movement in the United States, you've seen a lot of this kind of thing, but protesters now they see their occupation of the city coming to an end after 3 weeks, increasingly turning their anger against journalists. We've seen a lot of our colleagues up here covering these protests being harassed, screamed at, as you can hear. This is the one thing, Yasmin, that unites these groups that have been protesting here in Ottawa for the last 3 weeks is the way they feel about the media. They are venting it loudly and often, as you can tell. So we apologize. They're not going to be kinder, gentler Canada.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks to everybody who's followed my Instagram and my Shorts channel. If you're interested, I'll leave them pinned in the comment down below. Trying to figure out different ways to like discover new people, as it seems YouTube is certainly keeping me down here. So I've had to get a little creative and try to embrace some other platforms and see if I can grow. But I always love a great story of truth rising above the narrative. And the narrative is often set by and perpetrated, what's the word I'm thinking? Not perpetuated, but what's the word? Popularized or still not the word I'm looking for, but it doesn't really matter. You know, the media sets the narrative and then they double down on it, triple down on it, quadruple down on it. And the narrative they set for the people who are gathering in Canada was that they were, you know, rowdy and that it was an insurrection and that it was evil and everyone was out of control. Well, this particular news reporter got a little bit more than he asked for. I'm going to get into the whole hilarious tale after a quick word from this video's sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Established Titles. Established Titles is a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies in English. They allow people to buy as little as 1 square foot of dedicated land so they can call themselves a lord or a lady officially. In return, they commit to plant a tree with every order and protect the beautiful, pristine woodlands of Scotland. Established Titles makes an absolutely amazing gift, and a person could officially get their name changed on documents. Their title pack gives you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate and an official certificate with a crest. Established Titles is currently having a really big sale just for you, my subscribers. You can get an additional 10% off any purchase you make with the discount code The Quartering. So click the link below, go to establishedtitles.com/The Quartering and use promo code The Quartering to save an extra 10% today. As he tried to set the narrative and had his live coverage completely crushed, this file louder with Crowder. Police moved in to end peaceful Freedom Convoy protests over the weekend, and Comrade Justin Trudeau declared martial law by tapping what's known as Canada's Emergencies Act, targeting Canadians who have different opinions than him. The authorities marched in under his orders. MSNBC labeled the peaceful protest as a, quote, siege when they interviewed Stooge McSyrup here from the CBC. The peaceful protesters in McSyrup's vicinity made sure the reporting was accurate. And this is like such an amazing clip. I'm so proud of these people. Just take a little look here.
The end of demonstrations, because it seems like things are really going on behind you even still.
And you see here, Ottawa police aggressively push back against protesters in bid to end siege. I didn't see any sieging going on. Did you? I saw some seething going on by some left-wing wingnuts, but not really any sieging going on.
You guys are just spreading propaganda. That's what you guys do. You say everyone here is violent. No, it's the cops. Tell the truth about Justin Trudeau. Who's his daddy, huh?
Whoever that woman is, I happily buy her a Tim Hortons. Anything she wants from is it Tim Hortons? I'm not Canadian, but if you didn't hear what she was saying in the background was, Tell the truth about Justin Trudeau. Who's his daddy, eh? Of course, refers to the theory that Trudeau is the son of Fidel Castro. It's just a theory. There's no evidence of this claim, at least no evidence that would pass the standards of, quote, independent fact checkers, many of whom are funded by Trudeau sympathizers. Though if that were true, and I'm not saying this, but if it was true, Daddy would be really proud of little Justin. Let's continue.
Yeah, well, this is a feature of these demonstrations, Yasmin. We haven't seen in Canada a whole lot. I know the MAGA movement in the United States, you've seen a lot of this kind of thing, but protesters, now they see their occupation of the city coming to an end after 3 weeks, increasingly turning their anger against journalists. We've seen a lot of our colleagues.
Oh, no. No, not the journalists. Guys, not the journalists. Won't somebody think of the journalists? You know, the people who are, in my opinion, the enemy of the people. The people who, in my opinion, actively lie about the citizens that they claim to work for constantly, in my opinion. And you know, the people, in my opinion, who are more than happy to lick the boot to get in lockstep with the government and present the exact same, you know, a united front. You know, the people that were supposed to be protecting us from deceptions and lies and corruption, stepping right into the same line and putting out their hands and collecting the very same kickbacks. You know, those people, yeah, sorry, I'm not going to shed a tear for them.
Up here covering these protests, being harassed, screamed at, as you can hear. This is the one thing, Yasmin, that unites these groups that have been protesting here in Ottawa for the last 3 weeks is the way they feel about the media. And they are venting it loudly and often, as you can tell. So we apologize. We're not kind of the kinder, gentler Canada you may be used to seeing.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, when you go on the TV and you tell the people at home that these people are like out of control and that they're, you know, they need to be stopped, and that it wouldn't some daddy government please come and stop with and put their boot on these people. Think of the media. Why won't anybody think of the media? I know I do. I'm very concerned for the media. There are also a number of protesters yelling, freedom. Freedom is the concept of being free to live your life, supporting yourself and your family, of course. It can take many forms in this instance. Freedom is being used to describe being free from unelected governmental bureaucrats looking to control free people via restrictions and mandates. Then, after taking rights and freedoms away from the people, not giving them back. Corporate media is working feverishly to claim that freedom is, of course, racist. And when a new poll inevitably comes out saying people don't trust the corporate media, they won't understand why. I mean, and that's ultimately where we're at with the corporate media. I couldn't even tell you. Like, I couldn't tell you if I thought they were telling the truth or not. Like, I'm not being facetious. I'm like legitimately saying I don't know if they're ever telling the truth or not, because it sure seems like they don't. It seems like they're mostly interested in pushing whatever narrative it is that's convenient to them. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some real truth tellers. Maybe there's some real truth tellers at CNN. I wouldn't know. Do you know who they are? Maybe there's some, you know, like maybe some real truth tellers over at CBC who in their entire bit there, their entire interview was whining about how nobody respected the media. Could you think maybe of a few reasons why? The article on louderwithcrowder.com finishes, Stooge McSyrup apologized to MSNBC because they won't be seeing their usual polite Canadians. It is true the protesters behind McSyrup were not, quote, nice. However, when you have the media lying about you and what you stand for, one can understand not wanting to be cordial to someone standing in front of a news camera and a microphone. I mean, we literally had people say, I don't know if this was a government official. Let me actually look this up, because there was somebody in Canada that said honk honk was the same thing as saying, Heil that guy. I'm not kidding. I don't know if it's a government official. I'm gonna pull it up right away because I know I have it. Here we go. I don't know who this person is, but they're speaking at some sort of event. I'm not kidding.
How many guns need to be seized? How much vitriol do we have to see of honk honk, which is an acronym for Hail Hitler, do we need to see by these protesters on social media?
What? What? Like, literally nobody? Like, said literally nobody? Are you saying because they both start with the letter H? Bro, why the F are you blocking the road and I have to get to work? Inconveniencing people is the only way our cause will get the attention it deserves. Maybe you should care more about insert socio-political issue than being merely inconvenienced. Okay, honk honk. No, you have to stop honking! I mean, are you kidding me? Do these lunatics actually believe this? I don't know. What, did the Queen really just die? Oh. I was like, wait, what? Not that I care about British royals, but it would have been an interesting story, you know, because she's taking horse paste, even though, you know, CNN's not referring that or reporting on that or saying that she's taking health. You know, the media that nobody trusts isn't saying that the Queen is taking health advice from Joe Rogan. Anyway, yeah, good for these people sticking it to that reporter. As long as they stay, you know, not raising hands to somebody, I support them 100%. Hope you enjoyed this video. We're on to the next topic.